Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Line gets set, first down. They'll run it. Runs through the tackle. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They'll try the run. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
Yeah, these slant routes you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You throw 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Daniel. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the ground, it's Little. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Grab behind the line. It's Little. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Daniel. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On second down, looking again to throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on third and long. He's got it. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there?
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on third and goal.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And they're going to try this on fourth down. They need a full 5 yards to get it into the end zone, but they'll go for it on fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to take a shot. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. He wants to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Setting up the screen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays when running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it. There's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Penn State 3, Kentucky 0.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. They'll give it to him again. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the 1st down marker.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Listen, when you got a big sucker like that at quarterback, all he's got to do is lean forward, and he's going to get that 4th down. He just does a great job getting behind the offensive line, falling forward, and getting the big 4th down conversion.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Looking for a productive play on first down. Using his legs, it's Little. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, Brimley making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small game and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
That defense was a wall, and I think they're going to stop him a little bit short of this first down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Great job by the defense there on fourth down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push. And there was just nowhere for the quarterback to go. Great job by the kid.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Trying play action. Quarterback moving. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, third down, fourth down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Right back to the well. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
The play action fake. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on third and short from the 29. Direct snap. Picks up the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. He's up to 81 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Kentucky!
Touchdown, Kentucky.
Nice job by the quarterback finding the big fella in the end zone. He's going to find a hole. He's going to find an opening. That guy's, you got to trust him, and I'm going to throw it up and let him make a play like he did right there.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Wisconsin was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Camp Randall. In fact, I think in the end the difference may have been that Badgers crowd who heads for the gates with the win. It's one game you don't want to...
Going up top. And that ball is picked off. Bringing it back. And after making the interception, a terrific return to put his offense in great field position at the 42. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws right in those holes. Get those first downs. Get those big chunks.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking to throw on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Trucks through the defender. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Now it's second and goal. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. And back to the air on second down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Fires to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking to move it through the air. They get to him as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will boot it away to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped after making the catch. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time.